Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Racial preferences in America. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. We begin with the 14th Amendment, which says very clearly that no state shall deny any person equal protection under the law. That means that all laws passed by the 50 states have to apply to everyone equally. Enter affirmative action, which gives a racial preference to selected Americans in hiring, school admissions, and other competitive arenas. If an individual American gets a preference, then he or she is not being treated equally with everyone else. It's as simple as that.
A woman in Texas is suing the University of Texas at Austin for discrimination, stating that their affirmative action policies led to discrimination and led to her not getting accepted into the school. Now, the woman in question here is Abigail Fisher. And apparently in 2008, she applied, but she didn't get in. And she's claiming, hey, look, what the hell? I got good grades. I was part of a bunch of organizations and groups. Why wouldn't you guys let me into the school? But then you allow all these minorities that had worse grades than I did.
America, known as the land of the free. And yet it was not that long ago that so many had so little freedom. Women and minorities were banned from even applying to many schools and jobs. Now, with the help of affirmative action, the number of minorities in those institutions is on the rise. But some people are crying foul, claiming those programs meant to combat racism are racist themselves.
Born at the height of the civil rights movement, affirmative action helped minority students like Sonia Sotomayor get into elite schools like Princeton.
I am a product of affirmative action. I am the perfect affirmative action baby. My test scores were not comparable to that of my colleagues at Princeton or Yale.
Keep in mind, back then, only 12% of law school students nationwide were women, and only 7% were minorities. Today, the numbers have changed dramatically. Almost half of law school students are women, and 23% are minority. And minorities and women overall seem to be excelling. America boasts a black president, a woman secretary of state, and the list goes on and on and on.
I'm just saying.
Time to say no to affirmative action?
For us to operate under the nomenclature of affirmative action, to operate on racial preferences and quotas is idiotic and counterproductive.
It's a sentiment echoed by Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, who wrote in his memoir of his Yale law degree, "I'd graduated from one of America's top law schools, but racial preference had robbed my achievement of its true value." And we found plenty of other Americans who agreed with him.
I don't see the point in it anymore.
Let's have it go away.
I think it's time to consider ending it.
I don't think it's relevant anymore.
There'll always be some group that would need it.
I believe affirmative action should have never been in place in the first place.
But others say not so fast. Yes, we have a black president, but there is just one black senator and 2 Hispanics.
The day that we have a nominee for the Supreme Court and we don't bring up the word Latina or woman, I think that's a great day. I think we'll just say, here's our new nominee, we're going to ask her questions. Then we won't need affirmative action.